This video will focus on tools and techniques for managing the writing process when collaborating with others. Experts rarely write messages that are delivered without some involvement of their colleagues. Why the focus on collaboration when writing? Well, research with over 1,000 U.S. workers across industry sectors showed that administrative processes involving document management are broken within corporate settings. In particular, workers complained about the processes for finding documents, sharing them, reviewing them, and keeping track of different versions of them. Sadly, of those workers who are actively looking for a new job, 70% said that their current employer's processes were broken, compared to just 44% of those who were not on the job market. If we return to the writing process, which I discuss in another video, you'll see that many of the activities listed here require collaboration. For instance, if you have to ask for information, there must be someone else who has it. As another example, making suggestions on a draft message requires that someone other than the writer be involved. Most businesses whose work is project-based adopt software tools to make managing projects, including collaboration, more successful. In software firms, it's common to use Jira to track bugs or other issues in software while it's being developed. The company who created Jira also created a tool you can use for free called Trello. Many enterprises now use Teams, which combines project management, communication, and content management into a single tool. In fact, you can use a tool like Trello from inside Teams as well. These tools aid writers in many activities during planning and evaluating processes. They provide a central place for storing all project-related documents. This makes it easier to find and access necessary files and information. You can assign tasks to team members, set deadlines, and track progress. This helps in ensuring that everyone knows what they are supposed to do and when it's due. They can also streamline communication among team members through chat, video conferencing, and discussion boards. They can integrate with other tools used by the team. For instance, Teams integrates with many Microsoft tools. They help track the progress of the project and generate reports. This makes it easier to keep track of what's been done, what needs to be done, and how much time is left. It also helps in identifying bottlenecks and areas for improvement. In short, these tools offer a centralized platform where team members can collaborate. Team members can discuss tasks, share files, solve problems together. This improves the overall efficiency of the team. Most businesses have specific tools that can support writing projects more effectively and efficiently too. For reviews, a simple paper form with a checklist of items the individual must review can serve that purpose. There are plenty of software tools as well. Microsoft Office products, including Word, allow multiple individuals to make changes that are tracked and to add comments in the margins. The use of track changes is essential for everyone who contributes in a writing project in Word. Of course, Word has included a spelling and grammar checker for decades now. The use of these features is also essential for everyone. Microsoft Outlook will aid writers in drafting email by predicting the next word or phrase. There are also many AI-powered revision tools like WordTune, in which you can select text and request suggestions for changing the style. In short, these tools support collaboration among two or more individuals in drafting, evaluating, and revising activities during a writing project. They improve message quality by increasing the efficiency of collaborative writing. There's no single process every copy editor follows, but I want to show you one workflow from a professional editor. This will help you understand how to achieve high-quality messages during collaboration after you've drafted a message. What I'm showing you is from Paul Beverly, who's a technical author, publisher, proofreader, and editor. He has more than 30 years of experience. First, Paul reads through the material to get an overview. Then he goes back through the material to edit specifically for style, things like word choice, conciseness, tone. Third, he goes through the document again, this time to fix mechanical errors, things like spelling, punctuation, spacing. Fourth, he reads through the material again with a focus on the meaning, the big picture. This ensures he does not introduce errors as a result of his copy edits. Finally, He double-checks mechanics like spelling and spacing. What I want you to notice is that Beverly moves back and forth between evaluating and revising. Not randomly, though. Instead, he does multiple passes through the material, concentrating on one aspect at a time. The ability to focus on a limited number of things is essential to copy editing. No one can pay sufficient attention to everything about a message in 1 or 2 passes. This is why you and your team need time after a message is drafted to ensure it's of high quality. To help you better manage collaborative writing, I need to teach you some principles from editing. I'm going to refer to what's called the levels of edit. This idea is taken primarily from the professional standards published in 2016 by the Editors Association of Canada. But the history of this idea actually began with the people producing documentation at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab decades ago. The first level, structural editing, focuses on the big picture, such as whether the content and its organization is going to meet the needs of the reader. Note that structural editors work through material at a slower pace and are paid more than other types of editors. Copy editing occupies the second level and is what most people think of as editing. Its focus is on stylistic effectiveness and mechanical correctness. Copy editors work through material on average at about the same pace as structural editors, but are paid substantially less. At the third level, proofreading is the most narrow type of editing, with the emphasis on comparing the final product with the previous edited copy. Proofreaders work through material at the fastest pace and are paid the least. Why do I want you to have a basic understanding of levels of edit? Because professional editors know that structural editing must be complete before copy editing should begin, and copy editing before proofreading. Think about how inefficient it would be for you to work on flow of information and then find that one of your collaborators added new material. Now you have to go back and do that work over again. Or imagine your collaborator proofs what they believe is the final version of a document. They want to make sure page layout looks right, and then they find that you changed all the wording in the headings and even removed some of them. Now their work was a wasted effort. To avoid frustrations like this among writing collaborators means that you should be explicit about what level of editing or review is appropriate. Add into your team deadlines the dates when copy editing or proofreading will begin. Not only will that make your collaboration more efficient, it will make all of you happier. Tools are definitely useful in writing collaboration. Everyone should adopt some form of general project management software to coordinate their work. Everyone should also use track changes and comments in your authoring tool, whether that's Microsoft Word, Google Docs, or some other system. But all of those tools will not make your collaboration effective and efficient without knowledge of the entire process of writing, including levels of edit. Engaging in the right activities at the right time is the secret to high-quality messages and satisfied team members.